to Cambridge English Language Institute. This is Ansar Ahmad. In today's video I am going to talk about the noun number. Today's video I am going to talk about a number and its type, and as well as that how to form plurals. So now let's begin a video. So first of all we have number. What does number mean? Simply we can define that a word which indicates whether a noun is singular or plural. Look at the example. For example, I say that boy. So boy is what? It is called singular. But if I say boys, so boy is what? It is called plural. So now we have, there are two kinds of numbers. The first one is called the singular number. What does singular number mean? Simply we can define that a noun which denotes one person or thing. For example, a boy. So boy is what? It is simply we call that the singular number. If we talk about things, so I say book. Book is what? Book is actually the singular number. Now next we have the plural number. What does plural number mean? A noun which denotes more than one person or thing. Here we have example, boys. And if we talk about things, so we can add here s, books. So these two are also called what? The plural number. Now let's talk about that, how to form plurals. So we have different rules. We will discuss detail. So the first one is, most nouns form their plural by adding s. For example, I say brother. Brother. So we can add simply s to form plural form. So we can call brothers. That is here brothers. And if we talk about another one, I say that boy. So we can only simply add s. S. So we can call here, that is called boys here. And as well as if we talk about sister, so we can just simply add s. That is here sisters. Sisters. And it's become what? It's become plural. Now rule number 2. Rule number 2 is nouns end with dash. For example, s, sh, ch, z, o or x. Yes, there are some exceptions. We will discuss exception as well. First of all, let's talk about s. When the noun end in s, we can just add es. Like for example, I say bus. So bus is what? Bus is singular. And here is s. So we will add what? We will add es. That will be converted buses. We can simply call here buses. It's become what? It's become plural. Now if we talk about the second one, so we have ch and sh. Let's talk about bush. That is called bush. So bush is what? Bush is here and what? Sh. So if you want to convert this, you can add only simply es, and that is called bushes. We call it here bushes. Now if we talk about here double s, one also need that double s here. That is here s. Double s we need it. Double s. So double s mean like here. If I say class, so class end on what? Double s. So we simply call here that is es, and it will be converted to classes. Classes. It become plural with this. Now if we talk about here that we have another word that is called ch. So how can we change ch? We say branch. That is called branch. So branch end in what? That is end and a ch. So we can simply convert this with the help of what? With the help of es. That is called branches. That is called here branches. So we convert this. The first one is done, s1 is done, sh is done, ch is done, or simply s is also done, and ss is also done. Now let's talk about, there are some exception. For example, z. We can also convert z, but there are for example I say quiz. So we can convert here like that is called qu. That is here quiz, quiz. So what you will do? If you want to convert this, you will double the last letter. For example, I say es, so I can add quizzes. That is called quizzes. I'll write here quizzes here. Next, if you talk about here, we have o or x. There are some exception. Some of the noun can be changed by adding es. Some of the noun can be changed by only s. Like for example, I want to give example about o. Like I say potato. Potato. So if I want to make them plural, so what I will do? I will add es. That will be converted to potatoes. That is called potatoes. Like I said tomato, I can say that tomatoes. That is called tomatoes. Tomatoes. It can be converted. But yes, there are some exceptions. For example, I say that photo. So as can a photo. So photo can be changed by adding only s. That is called photos. That is called what we can add. Like I say video. So we can talk about here video only s. That is called videos. There are some exceptions. These are actually exceptions. Now if we talk about here fixer, the word x, So we have x. That is what we have x. So in x there are some exception. There are some exception, but we can talk about like fox. We say fox. So fox here is what x. We can also change by the help of es. It can be foxes. It can be foxes. And as well as if we talk about box, so we can also change by es. That is called boxes. But yes, there is also there are so many exceptions like the letter x. Like for example here I say ox. So ox is also end by what? That is end by x. But we can change this with the help of what? That is called oxen. This is exception here. This is the exception here. So this is rule number 2. Now let's talk about rule number 3. We have consonant plus y plus f. We get a noun and that is consonant plus y. So we will remove y and we will add ies. Let's see with the help of example. I say city. C-I-T-Y city. So here this is what? This is y. Before the y we have consonant. T is consonant. So what we will do? We will remove y and we will add ies. So it will be what? It will be C-I-T-I-E-S. Cities. And as well as if we talk about country, C-O-U-N-T-R-Y country. So we will remove what? I and we will add C-O-U-N-T-R. That is called I-E-S countries. Party. For example, I say party. That is called here party. So party, before the party we have what? We have a consonant. So we will remove y and we will add a P-A-R-T-I-E-S parties, etc. Now rule number 4 is what? Rule number 4 is vowel plus y. So we will just simply add s. Like for example, look at here. If I say boy, so boy is what here? Boy, there is a y, but before the y we have vowel. So we will not disturb. We will just simply add s and it will convert to plural as well. And if we talk about like Joe, that is called here Joe. So we can talk about here what? Only we can add s and that will convert it what? That will convert it to plural as well. So this is about rule number 4. Now let's talk about rule number 5. Noun endings with f or fe. For example, we have the word that is called calf. So there is what? There is f. So we remove f. We add what? We add ves. And if here we have f. So we remove what? F. We add ves. That is called loops here. And if we talk about here, so we have fe. We remove fe from knife and we convert their knives. Yes, but there are some exceptions. Like for example, we say that chief. So only we add s, become plural. Like griff. So we have that griffs, only s. Like for example, hope and hopes. This is only the exception here. If we talk about more, so we have some nouns that ends in us, changed word, changed to I. Like for example, I say syllabus. So we change to what? Syllabi. That is called, look at here. Here is us, we change us to what? I. And if we talk about here fungus, so we change what? We change us to, that is called I here. Fungus. So there is us, we change to I. And if we talk about here another, we have a rule number next, we have is changed to what? Is changed to es. Like for example, I say crisis. So we change to what? Crisis. And if we talk about analysis, analysis, so we change them analysis. That is what here, that is called is, we change to es. Now we have another rules. O and change to what? O and change to a. For example, I say criterion. So we say criteria. For example, we have that phenomena. Phenomena or phenomenon, we say phenomena. Another we have nouns with a common singular and plural form. Some nouns are present and singular and plural form both. For example, I say here news. So news is singular and plural also. Fish, singular and plural both. For example, police, for example, deer, sheep. There are so many more. Now there are some more nouns which is called irregular nouns. Like for example, man, men, ox, oxen, foot, feet. And also there are some more. For example, if you talk about plural form for hyphenated nouns and relationship. Like I say mother-in-law. So if you want to change to plural, you can add only s with what? A mother. That we change to that we can say mothers-in-law. The same like I say father-in-law. So we can say fathers-in-law. That's it.